Hello and welcome to Tech Tuesdays. We're so glad that you decided to join us on tonight. We just wanted to take some time to be able to walk you through some of the digital technology that is out there today. Of course, we know that because of this pandemic, we have had to go virtual for just about everything, whether it's work, school, church, and even just connecting with friends and family. So we wanted to walk some of you through it because we've been getting calls, and some people have been reaching out to me and saying, Sister Sharon, I just can't figure out how to do this. I just can't figure out how to get on Zoom, or I can't figure out how to do YouTube or navigate the mobile app. So we wanted to take a moment this evening and walk you through a few of those things. If you have any questions that we specifically might need to address, if you could put those questions in our chat, or better still, if you could put them in, put them in the chat, and we will try to make sure that we can address those questions on tonight. We're here for you. We're here to assist you in any way that we can. And if for any reason you put a question in the chat and I have not been able to address it, then don't feel bad to put it back in the chat again, because it's very possible that we could have missed it or overlooked it. And so we're going to jump into our teaching on tonight. Now, some of the things that I am going to walk you through is there's a couple of things on Facebook. I know most of you all are probably pretty adept with Facebook already, but there are a couple of things that we do want to talk about when it comes to Facebook. I also want to walk you through how to find our YouTube channel, because so many people don't use Facebook, and so you would be able to send them a link and be able to navigate them on how they can find us on YouTube, as well as subscribe to our channel and make sure that you get notifications. I'm also going to talk to you a little bit tonight about our mobile app and all the things that you can do with that mobile app, as well as our GCC website. These are things that we have provided for you to help you be able to stay connected to us. And so we want to be sure that you are making the full use of all of these opportunities that we have given you. The first thing I want to talk to you about is Facebook. I'm going to have Brother Ali, who's here with me, to show you my screen. And so he's going to show you our screen, and you're going to be able to see right now I am on our Greater Community Kojic Facebook page. And as you scroll down the page, you can see all the different things that have been posted. Like the very first thing here is our Tech Tuesday, and you can continue to scroll. You'll see the noonday prayer from earlier today. And one of the things that I want to discuss when it comes to our Facebook page is oftentimes, and I'm going to see if I can find one, oftentimes when we go live on our Facebook page, people will place reactions. They'll do a reaction. And you can do reactions in one of two ways. You can go directly to the video itself or the post itself, the actual post, and you can like it, you can love it, you can laugh at it, all of the different reactions. However, when you are watching a live stream, like some of you are watching this stream, sometimes we get a little excited when we're hitting the like button, the love button, the laugh button, and we end up hitting the angry button. Now, I want to talk about this because it happens so often during our live streams. That the service is going great and the word is going forth, and then we see these angry faces come up. And when you understand how Facebook works and what those reactions and things mean, when people see angry faces or whatever, it turns them off from, it may cause them to think that, oh, there's something not right about this, or there's something not good about this, because people are reacting angrily. And I know that oftentimes when that happens, it's probably just somebody tapped the wrong thing, they made a mistake. I want you to know that you can go back and change those reactions, okay? Because we don't, I know as social media director, it's not a good thing to see that you're posting something positive and you're posting something that's blessing people or to be a blessing, but you get angry reactions to it. And so I wanted to point that out because I think that sometimes people either don't realize what they're doing when they're tapping those reactions, or they don't realize that, oh man, I hit that by mistake. Well, you can always go back and change it. You can go back and change whatever your reaction to a certain post or certain video is. And so, so I wanted to bring that point out. So say if I were to even go and this post right here, which is our Tech Tuesday post, if I were to say, for whatever instance, I hit the angry button, and so you see now that there's an angry reaction underneath it. All you have to do is go back and hit and put your mouse over that angry reaction and change it. You can change it to like, you can change it to love, you can change it to care, whatever else, but we want to make you aware that you can make changes. Another thing that you can make changes to, and I'm going to make this change and put a like. Another thing that you can make changes to is your comments. So say you make a comment and you type in, I'm typing in a comment now. This is great. What a wonderful idea. Well, let's just say that I make a mistake, or as what often happens with our smartphones is they make these changes for us, changes that we had no intention of making, but they make these changes for us. And so let's just say that I accidentally type in I type idea wrong. Okay. So, and now it's correcting it. See, when I want to make a mistake, it won't let me. So, ideal. Okay. So that's not the right word. I put that in there, but then I realized, oh man, I made a mistake. And you want to change it. Right here, you see 3 dots at the end of your comment. If you tap on those 3 dots, the first thing that pops down is edit. So you can actually go here, type edit, and then make the change that you need to make to your post. Okay? And then save it. This is great. What a wonderful idea. Now, I know this may sound really basic to some people, but believe it or not, there are a lot of people who don't understand and don't realize that they can make these adjustments and changes, even to a post that you may have made. If you've made a post on Facebook and you spelt some things wrong and you realize afterwards, oh man, I spelt that wrong. You don't want that going out representing you. People say, oh, she don't even know how to spell. He don't know how to type. Well, you can go back and you can make the change. So you tap on the 3 dots at the top of your post. And when you tap on those 3 dots, you see a drop-down menu. You just go to Edit Post. When you click on Edit Post, it's going to allow you to make whatever changes you need to make in that post. Okay? Once you've made your changes, you just click Save, and voila, you will see the post with the updated changes. Okay? There are other things that you can do. There are other changes that you can make. There's ways that you can swap out pictures without changing the actual post. A lot of people think that they have to delete the post in order to put a different picture, but there are ways from your personal page that you can go in and you can change that picture without changing your post, without losing any of your likes, without losing any of your reactions, without losing any of your comments. I will deal with that on a later Tech Tuesday, because there's some other things that I really want to get to tonight. But I did want to share that concerning the reactions and things that you can do when you're watching Greater, because we want to always represent Greater in the best light possible, not just as part of the tech team or the social media staff, but also as members of Greater, because what we're putting out is going out to friends when you share it, is going out to people when you post it on your page or whatever. And we want to always represent Greater in the best light possible. So when you accidentally hit that angry button, please know that there is a way that you can go back and change that angry reaction. Okay? Now the next thing that I would like to talk to you about is our YouTube channel. And I'm going to stay right here and I'm going to go to YouTube. Okay? And as you see, that's me, because I pulled up our YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do is show you, I'm going to go to just YouTube basically. Okay, when you go on YouTube, this is basically what you will see. Okay, if you subscribe to YouTube, which I do, I pay a subscription, and what that does, it gets rid of my commercials. So I don't have to sit through commercials. When I go to look at a video, I don't have to sit through a 15-second or 30-second ad. It bypasses that. But if you don't have that, it's not a big deal. But I want to show you how you can find our YouTube channel. If you go to the search bar and you type in GCC Experience, and you just hit return or enter, that's going to pull up our YouTube page. Okay, once you get to the YouTube page, GCC Experience, you will see what the latest videos are from GCC. Okay, also our latest YouTube videos, because every time we go live on Facebook, it does not automatically go to YouTube. But when we do go live for our Sunday services and our Wednesday night, those automatically go to our YouTube channel as well. And so for friends and family members who don't have a Facebook page, you can send them the link so that they can watch us on our Greater page. Now, once you go to the Greater Community channel, this is what you will see. It will say GCC Experience, and then you will see if there's a live video, you'll see that first, and then you'll see some of our latest videos. If you click on right here where you see home, if you click on the next thing that says videos, you can go there and you can see every video that we've posted. Now this is a little easier than going on Facebook and trying to find previous videos on Facebook, because you're going to get everything that's posted on our page. Here on YouTube, you only get those videos, those services. So you can go back a month, you can go back 2 months, you can go back 3 months. Here you see the updates on the coronavirus. You see the service from Mother's Day, the Motherhood of God. You can go through, you even see our GCC Kids Connection, the first episode that we did with our children. You can scroll back and scroll back, and it will take you back for years. You can go back for years and see videos, all the services that we have done at Greater Community, whether they were Sunday morning at 8, 11, or Wednesday night, and even some of our specialty services like Sunday night Kojic and Sunday night call to worship, things of that sort. Okay, so that's there. It's a resource for you. You can go back and watch any of our services. Now, when you, I'm going to switch to my page because I want to show you how you can subscribe. Matter of fact, let me go to, yeah, I'm gonna just go to my page. Well, this is the GCC MWA page. All right, so when you get to the GCC Experience page, the first thing we want you to do is come over here to where you see this red button that says subscribe. We want you to click on that button. When you do, you will become subscribed to our YouTube channel. We need you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've really been pushing our Facebook channel, Facebook page, and not really pushing YouTube, but we really need to push YouTube. YouTube is the largest social media site out there when it comes to videos and being able to reach people, because you do not have to have a YouTube account to watch YouTube. Now, you will need an account if you want to make comments, or you want to like videos, you want to save them to a playlist, but you will not have to have a subscription or have an account to watch. You can watch anything on YouTube without having an account. So that's an easy way to get the word out about Greater, to send it to people who are not on Facebook, okay? And then you should just subscribe to us, because you are a part of Greater and you should be a part of everything that we're doing, I think. So get our numbers up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once you subscribe, I need you to also click this bell, which is right next to subscribe. When you click that bell, and then you're going to click all. And what that will do is anytime we post something to YouTube or we go live, you will get a notification. Okay? So you want to make sure that you do that. Okay? So that's YouTube. Let me look and see if there's any questions that I may have missed. Okay. Can it be changed also on my cell? Yes, Sister Emily asks, can it be changed also on my cell? You can make those changes on Facebook on your cell phone as well. Okay, and they work. It works pretty much the same way. You're going to see those three dots out from the post that you just made. If it's a post, it'll be in the top corner. If it's a comment, it'll be off to the side. Just tap those three dots and you can make changes to your comments, and you can also go in and make changes to your reactions the same way. Okay? All right. Sister Dee Dee says she never saw the three dots to correct. Okay, Sister Dee Dee, I will reach out to you personally. If you are doing this, if you're doing this in the, like if you're in the live stream, okay, so like this is the live stream. If you're in the live stream, you have to, and you make a comment. I don't know if it'll work because I'm doing this from the Greater page, but you should be able to tap, hold your comment. You should be able to hold down your comment, whichever one you want to correct, and then a box should pop up. When that box pops up, it should give you some options to edit, delete, or whatever you want to do. Okay, but that I believe that's how that should work if you're watching a live stream. Now, if you're just making a comment to a regular post, then you should see the three dots on the outside of your comment. Okay. Now, the next thing I would like to talk about is our mobile app. Now, here I'm going to use a simulator because we're not able to get a close enough view of my phone for you to be able to see how it would navigate through the mobile app. So I'm going to use a simulator, which is on the website. Okay, and you should be able to see this. If you have an iPhone, this is how it should look on your phone, okay? The terms and conditions will only come up when you first download the app. Once you accept the terms and conditions, you should not have to do that anymore. If you have not downloaded our app, then let me encourage you right now to go into your app store, whether it's the Apple Store or whether it's the Play Store with Google, and look for My GCC app. That's 3 words. My GCC app. Okay? And download the app onto your mobile device. Okay? My GCC app. Make sure you download that onto your mobile device, so that way you can stay connected to us right in the palm of your hand, okay? And you'll be able to see what's happening at the church. And there's so much information that we put in the app that we want you to take advantage of. Okay, so back to our simulator. When you first go into the app, if you scroll up, well, is it gonna let me do it? All right, there we go. Nope, let me go here. There we go. My bad. If you scroll up, you will see we have a link where you can find out all the information that we're posting about COVID-19. And we've been posting quite a bit of information to keep you up to date on that. You'll also see When Prophets Pray, where you can sign up to pray. If you click this right here, it'll take you to where you can sign up to pray. And then you'll see other information about our church. All activities suspended, our digital strategy, so on and so forth. Okay, so this is on your home page when you first come into the app. Okay, if you look down on the bottom, you will see where it says GN for Greater Nation. This is where you go to join Greater Nation. And as you know, Pastor has been pushing that if people need to be connected to a ministry, to a church, that they can go and they can join Greater Nation. Okay, so that's where you would go to join Greater Nation. And you would see, it's moving a little slow here because this is a simulator, but when you do that in your app, you will see all this information will come up about Greater Nation, and it will give you a link where you can tap on that link, and you will fill out the form so that you can join Greater Nation. Okay, next to that is our mobile giving. So when you click next to that, it's mobile giving. You see where Givelify comes up. You tap here to give with Givelify. Okay, if you have already logged into your Givelify account through your app, then you can easily, here you see Greater Community Kojic pops right up. You just put in the amount and you just follow through. Okay, if it's $10, you put that in. You select whether it's for tithe or whether it's for offering. You can go in and make changes. You can add additional donations, and then you tap Give Now. Okay, that's how you navigate for giving. You can also give with Paid Junction, which takes you to our website. If you prefer to give on the website, which a lot of people do still prefer to give through our website, then you just go here, you put in the amount that you're giving, whatever that amount might be. You're gonna put in, say, $10, and then you're gonna proceed here. Okay, when you do that, it takes you into where you can give. You put in your amount, you go to checkout. It's very, very simple. Okay, the next thing in our mobile app is the 100 days of prayer, or When Prophets Pray. From here, there are 2 links. You can sign up to be an intercessor, and as Pastor Brown has made it very clear, when you sign up to be an intercessor, it's not saying that you're not signing up to pray on the call. You're signing up to just be in prayer with us every day, 15 minutes a day, giving up 1 meal a day for 100 days. as we make our way to the election. And we've been doing this for a couple of weeks now, I believe, and we have 84 days left until the election. So it's not too late. You can still sign up to pray with us. You can still sign up to be a part of When Prophets Pray. Okay, my simulator is gone out, so I'm going to pull it back up. Okay, and let me go back to this so I can see your questions if you have any. Okay. Now, once after you have signed up to pray, then you want to download or at least be able to gain access to the prayer guide. And you will again go to the 100 Days of Prayer, When Prophets Pray. Okay, let's see. It's moving slowly. Okay, so once you get into that, once you go down underneath, and it's not coming up now for whatever reason. Let me go back. All right, let me refresh my simulator. Tap to play. See, they think this is like a game. But it's a simulator, so you have to play simulators. All right, I'm going to give that time to load. Once, if you go underneath the When Prophets Pray, if you go underneath that first sign up to be an intercessor, the one right underneath that is going to be the prayer guide. If you tap on that, then that is going to take you to where you can download the prayer guide. And of course, once you open up the prayer guide and you go into the prayer guide, you will be able to see all the different dates. You just go to the date that we're in and look for whatever day within those groups of dates. So if it's, say, today is the 11th, so let's just say it says what's today? The 11th. Today is the 11th. So let's say it says August 11th through the 15th. Then if it's to the 11th, then you would be on the first day of that group of days. And that's how you will see what we're praying about on that particular day. Okay? My simulator keeps closing on me. The next thing, once you go into the app, you will see, if you're on an iPhone or even an Android, you're going to see 3 dots at the end, at the bottom. When you click on those 3 dots, it takes you to all of the other things that are in the app. One of the very important things that's in the app right now is our Covet Reentry Guide. Okay, our Covet Reentry Guide is very important because once we start back coming into the church for our services, you're going to need to know the things that we're doing, the measures that we're taking, and the things that we even need you to do so that you are compliant and that we stay compliant to CDC guidelines and things of that sort. This thing just keeps popping off on me. Okay, and so you want to make sure that you access our reentry guide. Okay, also beyond doing the reentry guide, you want to also, the next thing under that is our contact tracing. Okay, when you go into the contact tracing, it's very important that you click on this particular link, and it's going to take you to where you can fill out information. Now, this is not tracking you. I've heard some people are a little concerned because they think that these contact tracing apps is tracking you. It's not tracking you. All you're doing is putting in information that will allow us to be able to see if the area around Greater or if Greater community itself, based on our member responses, has become a hot spot for COVID. Okay, and so we need you to be able to fill this app out before you come back to church. Okay, so if you are, once we reopen, it'll be necessary for you to fill out this contact tracing app, as well as for you to go to Eventbrite and register for our services. And I'm going to show you a little bit about Eventbrite in just a minute. Okay, but when you go into the contact tracing app, it's going to ask you for a patient ID number or patient code. This is what this number is right here, GR8 Reentry 2020. That's what you're going to put in, so that we will know that those results will come to us at Greater Community. Okay, all right. So then we have other things here. We have our COGIC statements that have been made regarding the coronavirus. You'll see our week's announcements, our 2020 calendar, which it's kind of null and void right now because of the pandemic. We haven't been able to do a lot of the things that we were going to do in the service, in the church, but a lot of the things we are still doing virtually. Okay, if you scroll down, you will see the faith focus. Okay, here in the faith focus, if you click on that, you will see the graphics about our prayer call, the devotional prayer call every morning, Mondays with Imani, and you will also see where you can actually click right here, and it will call the prayer call for you. Okay, you will still need to put in the access code, which is 315531#, and that will get you into the prayer call each morning. Okay, the other thing, if you continue to scroll down, you will see the prayer calls for the faith focus for each month. And we have every month in 2020. You can continue and you'll see every month from last year. This goes back, I believe, to 2017. We have been keeping up with our faith focus in the app. And so you can always go back and revisit any of these. Okay? If you continue down, we have information about Sunday school, about our prayer and Bible band. We have a Bible, which is in the app. Some of our sunrise devotion prayer calls have been put in the app. If you continue down, you will see CATA registration. And this is what I want to show you tonight, how you can register for CATA using the app. When you click on it, it's going to take you to an Eventbrite page. When you get into that page, you will just go in and you will you see all the information about it, that it's this Saturday the 15th from 8 to 10. The location is online. Okay, and here at the bottom you see that it's free, and then you tap on register. Okay, when you tap on register, it takes you where you put in however many spots you want to register for, which if each person can register for themselves, that would be great. Okay, and then once you put that in and you just follow all of the information, just follow through. You're going to push 1, you're going to hit done, you're going to hit register, and it's going to allow you to put in all of your contact information so that you get registered for CATA. Okay, you need to do that because I do believe that the space is limited, and people have been registering for a couple of weeks now, or at least a week. I believe it's a couple of weeks. So if you plan to attend CATA this week, you might want to go ahead and get registered. Okay, all right. The other thing, you can also register, I believe, through the website, and I'm going to show you how to navigate the website in just a minute. All right, there's also information about our youth ministry here. You can make prayer requests through the app, and you can access certain things on our website, so on and so forth. So all of this is here for you. We want you to go in, we want you to navigate through the app. Use it because it's there for you. Okay, the next thing that let me see, I talked about everything. So the next thing I want to talk about is our website. Okay, on our website, I'm going to go to www.greatercommunitycogic.org. Okay, and that takes you to our Greater Community website. We have loads of information here for you as well. As you see all of our banners, When Prophets Pray, you can actually click directly on this banner so that you can register to pray if you haven't done so already. Here on the next banner, you can click here to download the prayer guide. So when you click, it's going to open up the prayer guide, and you'll see the prayer guide is right here for you. You can scroll through it. It's also available in your app, and you'll be able to scroll through it. So today being the 11th, you would go to, we're in this second phase of July 31st through August 14th, okay? And you will go through and you will find the 11th day of, well, no, that wouldn't be the 11th day. Let's see, the 31st, it would be the 12th day. So you would go to day 12 and you would see what we are praying for today. Today we're praying for state gubernatorial staff across all governors and states, okay? And it's laid out what we're praying for. So that's our prayer guide. If you need to download it, if you want to be able to download this so you can have it on your own device, you can have it on your computer, there are 3 dots. They love these 3 dots, but there are 3 dots. No, I'm sorry, not the 3 dots. If you look ahead of the 3 dots here, you'll see looks like a little cloud with a down arrow. You just click that, download PDF, and it will download this onto your device, okay? It will download it onto your computer, all right? And that way you can be able to keep it, you can hold on to it. You don't always have to go to the website or go into the mobile app to access it. Now, the other things that I want to, let me come out of this and go back to our GCC page. All of these banners across here let you know things that are currently going on at the church, and you can scroll through any of these. Of course, I hope you all voted today. I know some of you all were like, well, it was just a runoff, but in my opinion, every election is important and every vote counts. And so I went to vote today. There were, at one point I was the only person in there. 2 other people came in while I was in there. It didn't take no more than 5 minutes for me to cast my vote, and I was out. So I hope you all voted today. As you can see here, this is information about the coronavirus in this bottom corner where Dr. Moore has done the latest video on the importance of why it's important that you wear a mask. There's been so much debate over that, and people have politicized masks, but he gives some very important reasons why we should wear our mask, as well as other information. All right, if you, there's a lot of information, like I said. When you go through our app and you tap on these little things at the top, you will see drop-down boxes, and these things will navigate you through our app. You can access our Faith Focus as well. Here, you'll see the August Faith Focus. You click here to view. It takes you to our August Faith Focus, okay? And even from here, I believe you can download. If you go to the bottom and you see this little box popping up, right here, this last one, if you click that, it will allow you to download the Faith Focus onto your device, okay? If you continue to scroll, you see all our Covet information. You see our impact information, which deals with Georgia Stand Up, which is about the census. We need everybody to fill out the census. We have links to our Kojic page, GCC Experience, different things. And here you'll see forms and surveys. Now this is very important. Here we have several different forms and surveys that you can fill out. Whenever pastor sends out a survey, this is how you will access it from the website. If he wants us to do a survey before we come back into the church for reentry, we've done a couple of those already. This is how you would access it on the website. Also, you can sign up for Greater Nation here. So you go under forms and surveys and you scroll down until you get to Greater Nation, okay? So if you have friends and families who want to become a part, you can direct them to our website. Here, they will come, they will fill out their information. And when they fill it out, everything that has a star by it is required, okay? If they don't fill out everything that's required, they won't be able to submit the app or the application. But once they filled out everything, you tap submit, it goes to our administrative office, and then from there, someone will get in touch with them. We have our CATA registration is also available on the website as well, and we have downloadable forms. So you're saying, well, we're not in church, we don't have to do the activity request forms and all that. Well, yeah, we still do. If you're in leadership and you want to do a Zoom with your leadership, with your team, with your with whoever you're the leader of, then you have to still fill out a form so that they can set the time for you to meet with your group on Zoom. Okay, so all of this is still very important. We want you to still be able to take advantage of everything that we provided for you on our website, as well as our app. And then we have our reentry guide, so you can also access the reentry. That took me to MLB. Okay, so reentry. Oh, that was Pastor's class that he did. Okay, so our COVID-19 reentry guidebook, there it is. If you go to COVID-19 and you scroll down to the bottom, you will see COVID in the Church reentry guidebook. This is where you will click to access our COVID and the Church reentry plan guidebook. Okay, it's also available to you in the app, but it's here for you to be able to access it. If you don't have a way to print anything, and you probably wouldn't want to print this yourself because it's pretty thick, we do have hard copies, printed copies available through the church. And so if you need a hard copy, you can send an email to info@gc-kojic.com, info@gc-kojic.com, and in the email just request a guidebook, that you need a hard copy of our guidebook, and make sure you put your address and all that pertinent information so that they know who to send it to. Okay, but we will make sure that you get a copy of this. All right. The last thing that I want to talk to you about is Zoom, because we've had some people to say that they do not know how to get on Zoom. And so I want to show you how to get on Zoom. If you are using a website and you just want to go straight to Zoom, you're going to type in www.zoom. I believe is it US? US, okay? That's going to take you to Zoom, okay? Now, once you're there, if you have a meeting ID and a password, you simply go right here to the top on the right-hand side. It says join a meeting. When you get there, you're going to type in whatever that meeting ID is, whatever they've sent you. So let's just say let me pull up my Zoom account so that I can show you how to get in there very quickly, and then we will be done for this evening. All right, so if you have a personal ID and your ID, I'm just gonna put in what mine 18. I can't see. I need my glasses on. Let me put my glasses on. I'm sorry. Okay, 284181. So this is going to be, you're going to have a meeting ID for any meeting that you're invited to, any meeting that you want to be a part of. There's going to be a meeting ID. It won't be this one, but it'll be something. You'll see it either on the graphic, or they would have sent you an email with the meeting ID. You click join. All right, if you're doing this from a website, you want to make sure you click allow. Okay, do you want to allow this page to open Zoom? Yes, allow. So once it allows, okay, then it's going to open up Zoom for you. And as you see, now I am in a Zoom room, okay? And you can see me on your screen, I'm in a Zoom room. Now, what I want to show you is once you're in your Zoom room, a lot of people have issues with audio and video. So down here in the bottom left-hand corner, if you see where my mouse is going, I hope you can see my mouse. In the bottom left-hand corner, you see something that says mute, or it may say unmute, depending on if you're muted or unmuted. If people are having a hard time hearing you, you might be muted. So you want to go down here and make sure that it's on, that it's not muted, and that you don't see the little red mark going through your microphone. Okay, the next one next to it is your video. If you click on it, it's going to stop your video, and it's going to either show a picture that you have of yourself if you have a Zoom account, or it's going to show your initials of whatever name you put in for your Zoom account. Okay, so if you want to show your video, you have to make sure that you click that. All right, as you navigate across the bottom, I want to show you the chat, because this is where you can chat with others that are in the Zoom room with you. When you click on chat, it opens that box up and you can speak to people that are in the chat. When you type in your message and you then hit the return button, well, how ate you? That's not what I meant to say. How are you? That's what I meant to say. All right, and then you click return and it puts your message in the chat. Your message is going to go to everyone, so everyone can see what you're saying. If you want to send a message to someone privately, then if there's more people in the Zoom room, you can click where it says everyone. There will be a drop down box with everybody's name, and you can select the person's name that you want to chat privately with, okay? Make sure that you notice whether it's a private name or it's everyone, because if you're having a private conversation with somebody and it switches back to everyone for whatever reason, then you don't want your private message going out to everybody, okay? So make sure you're always aware of what name is in your chat box before it's going to say to who? To everyone, okay? So you want to make sure that is either going to everyone if you want it to go to everyone, or an individual person, okay? And reactions, you can do reactions, you can clap. You know, you'll see a little hand clap come in the top corner, or you can do a thumbs up. Those are the reactions that you can do while you're on Zoom. I recommend, if you're on Zoom, unless you're part of a group that wants a lot of interaction and a lot of talking back and forth, that you mute yourself so that the person who is talking does not become, that others are not able to hear them because of background noise that may be coming from your home and or anyone else who's watching. People who are not, if you don't mute yourself, then we pick up on your background noise. If you're watching TV, we hear that in the background. If you're listening to music, if the kids are running around, if the baby's crying, if the dog is barking and the cat's meowing, we hear all of that on Zoom. And so if you have background noise, let me recommend that you go ahead and put yourself on mute so that it's not distracting and it's not disruptive to the other people that are in the Zoom session with you. Okay, I believe that may be it. I'm going to check and see if there are any questions, and if they're not, can you correct comments in Zoom? No, you can't. You can't correct the comments in Zoom. I wish you could, because, like I said, sometimes we get to typing so quickly, or our phones make corrections for us that we didn't ask them to make, and and we put out something that we didn't mean to. But Zoom does not allow you to make corrections. The only thing you can do would be to just make that correction like I did here. I put in how ate you. I went back and just corrected it to how are you. Sometimes what I will do is if I make a mistake, so let's just say I made a mistake, and it's not gonna let me. All right, so, and I send that. Okay, what I will often do is go back and put an asterisk with the correct spelling. So then you see, it should be mistake, not mistake or mitaki. Okay, all right, so, but Zoom does not allow you to make corrections. Okay, I don't see any other questions. If for any reason there is something that we did not address tonight that you would like for us to address when it comes to technology, especially now that everything is virtual, then just send a message. You can send a message on our Facebook page, and I'll be sure to get it, or you can send a message to info@gc-covet.com, and Sister Bridget will send that message to me. You can, or you can send a message to me directly. Many of you know how to reach me. You can reach me through my Facebook page, or you can send me an email at sharonscreativeconcepts@gmail.com. That's Sharon's Creative Concepts, and I'll just put it here in the chat. Sharon's Creative Concepts@gmail.com, and that way you can send me an email or a message, and I'll be sure to respond to you, or we'll address it on our next Tech Tuesday. I hope that this has helped you in some way to be able to navigate through digital technology a little better. Understand some of the opportunities that we've put out there for you virtually so that you can stay connected to us. It's interesting and it's wonderful, and I believe it's a God thing that our theme for this year is connecting. And who would have thought that we would have to be using technology to stay connected? But we thank God that He has provided ways for us so that we don't have to go through life alone. We can stay connected to one another. Have a wonderful evening. Be blessed, and we'll see you on our next Tech Tuesday. Bye-bye.